Well, this is Golden Fur. We're back in the final stretches of our live stream for Extra Life. So, hey, we'll start it off. We'll end it where we started with Dragon Quest XI. I've been playing it throughout the night. I'm just intrigued with the story. I want to see where it goes. So anyway, the last hour and 15 minutes is going to be dedicated to this. Who knows? I might be going over, but we'll see. Here's what's happened so far. Having set out to find his friends, Goldenfur arrives at the last bastion where he finds King Carnelian and Hendrik. At the king's orders, Hendrik and our hero head out on a mission to infiltrate Heliodor Castle, which has been overrun by monsters. There, they defeat whatever, one of the 6 spectral sentinels, and clear the darkness from the skies. Their mission complete, they head back to Bastion, where the celebratory banquet lasts long into the night. The next morning, the pair are summoned to see the king. Hendrik is presented with the Shield of Heliodor and the highest honor of the realm. The king then commands the 2 heroes to travel to Mount Panglai, and a place long associated with the Luminary, in search of aid in the battle ahead. Officially allies at last, they set out for the mysterious mountain in the hopes of finding help and perhaps an old friend or two. I will say I do feel naked without my luminary powers. So, yes, this is my couch that I have in my game room. It's not going to be here for long. So, why is it that whenever I sleep here, it always comes, day or night, it always comes out? Let me see if this quest is still active. Yes, it is. We're hoping to get it. Sorry, but if absolutely desperate readers should come, you'll have to hunt it down with only one copy. It blew away in the direction of Erie. I wager some time monster has found it and stuck up on a signpost somewhere. Why do I think that? Because it was a masterpiece. Of course, even the meanest monsters would recognize its genius and want to share it with the whole world. Let me jump off. See, it's odds I still have. I've been thinking it's alright for us to live here in peace and happiness when so many others are suffering. Honestly, you're such a silly Billy. We're all children. Even if you don't want to help them, what in the world could you do? I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm such a fool. I don't deserve to be happy. Listen to me, darling. We'll grow up soon enough. We don't need to rush anything. Just stay with me. Whoa. I could have sworn I handled her. Yeah, she's the one waiting for the column. added some more. I just hate that these things are so darn expensive. Magical hat. Wow. Not enough. Don't have to worry about it. So how do I go back to Sniffleheim? That'll be the question. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Well, see, this is going on. I need to go back there too, but I need to go to Erie. I'm gonna beat it for stuff like that. I guess I'm gonna follow what they tell me to do and stop trying to worry about picking things up. $650. Okay, well, I guess I better go to Casa, whatever. Really, what I was playing.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
Oh no. No. You're not gonna make me do that. Gramps. Or the key. Mount. Hang line. Do you have red eyes? Oh my goodness.
Victory is ours.
I don't know why I just didn't look for that. I wonder if the contents of the letter have changed. Because it looks like everything else has. Back up we go. Yeah, that was my alarm to let me know that, hey, it is time to get up. Oh, hey, yeah, we're in the final hour of my Extra Life Gaming Marathon. It's been a really good night. Cyclops is mine. I hate it that he doesn't do anything. Anyway, so here, I'll post it in the chat. That's where you can catch me, and hope that you will. Go out there, donate, because I am raising money for Arkansas Children's Hospital, and they would really they really would like your support. So if you go out, head out, and hit the donate button and just help me out, I'd really appreciate it. So yes, it has been a long 25 hours. Well, 24 now, but 25 here in a bit.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
Dude, say something else other than that. I said a boom, chicka boom. Whatever. I woke up. Mount Pang Lai. Lethal Goblin. You can get angry all you want because you're dead. Oh, you're disgusting, dog. Mini medal. 50 mini medals. That's not what I wanted.
All is well that ends well.
They are nice and empty, though. Just like something supposed to be. That's funny. No. Yeah, you can run away. Not one. Not one of the campsite. Well, it does roll. Okay. See, I need to get to that. Stay early, stay often. So, we are with that final countdown on our extra life. Oh, come on. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. This is really, really difficult. Oh, I'm gonna fall off so hard. Die me. Well, at least I know I can always get that. I had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to take my horse. Peng Lai. Only one. Dragon Riders.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
Oh, you're not worth much. But you are. Dang it. What'd you do to the thing? forever. Rock Bomb Shard.
Victory is ours.
Oh, he does say something else. Thinking since. Oh, come on. Ugh. Oh, back in the snow. Hey! Sniffleheim. If I'm correct. No, I am not. Angela. Is there a... No, there is not. Boreal serpent. Oops, this one's my fault. Sorry, Hoover. I completely forgot you needed the video. Oh, don't worry, Dragon Slash is coming.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
Hey, Ice Crystal. First time I've had one of those. More Dragon Dig. Dragon Bane, One Bronze, Dragon Shield, Dragon Mail. Yeah, dude, you and me. Come on, you and me. Come on. Put this ledge here. Nothing in particular, huh? Oh yeah.
Victory is ours.
What I'm gonna need to do is go back and pick up this green dragon. That's what I need to do. Okay. Looks like there's a festival of some sort. Snowman. Oh, I need him. You. Let me finish it. That's how you get it done.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
Yeah, because of me. Past the summit is rife with monsters. None may pass this point without High Lama's express permission. If you wish to journey to the top of the Holy Mountain, you must first visit his limits. Some days the hermit forced his way past us ran toward the top of the mountain whether there was any purpose in the foolhardiness or not. Several of my fellow disciples were dispatched to find him and bring him back, but they have yet to return. For our own safety, I cannot allow to go any further. It would not do for you to be missing too. Well, duh. Staff of any magic. I have a feeling that the girls are here. Oh. Yay!
A temple on top of a mountain. What connection could a place like this have to the luminary? It certainly benefits from divine protection of some kind. Yggdrasil fell to earth not far from here, yet the temple buildings escaped entirely unscathed.
I know that face. That man is a knight of Heliodor. Heliodorian swine! You think that your blockade will break us? Think again. The disciples of Angrila are made of sterner stuff, as you will soon see.
What in the... These movements must be intended to confound us. Be on your guard. They may attack from any angle.
Enough! All of you! Is this how we treat visitors? As your High Lama, I order you to stand down.
Your Holiness, these people are not visitors. They are soldiers of Heliodor. We cannot be sure of their intentions.
Soldiers of Heliodor, you say? The tall one, perhaps, but his young friend does not look like a military man to me. I sense a great power within you. Tell me, young man, are you the luminary?
Incredible. You divined your true identity with a single glance.
How long we have waited for this day. Please, you must forgive my disciples' discourtesy. Their training is incomplete. Welcome to Angrila, honored luminary. It would please me if you would join me in the high hall at the top of the temple. We have much to discuss.
Strange child, but remarkably perceptive for one so young. There is more to him than meets the eye, that much is certain. Well, we have come this far. We might as well make our way to this high hall of theirs, see what he has to say.
How could I have been so rude to the luminary? 1,000 apologies when I saw Knight of Heliodor, the kingdom that was suppressed our people for so long. I could not contain my anger. I had no idea that you were the luminary and that you and he were comrades. I am deeply ashamed to have shown you such disrespect. Where's the third one? That's a strange flower. I have done you a great discourtesy, luminary. I should have welcomed you with open arms, not bare fists. I pray that you can forgive me. His Holiness awaits you at the high hall on top of the temple. Please proceed inside. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen for a bit. Welcome to Angri-La. You are the luminary, not the one we have awaited all these years. His Holiness told us that you had come. How long have we waited? Look forward to this day. Pray, stay, talk a while. Before you proceed to High Hall, everyone's eager to meet you at last. His Holiness has the power to sense a person's true nature with a single glance. This is why the Grand Master chose him to be the new High Lama in spite of his years. Some of our less enlightened disciples resent being ruled over by a boy at first, but he has proven himself to be a wise and able leader and gained the admiration of all. Spirit stuff. Let me in. I was guarding the mountain gate when we were attacked by monsters. If the disciples hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have lost my life. They had blockaded their home at Sir Jasper's order, but despite this, they saved my life and welcomed me to their home. I can still hardly believe it. We found this man lying unconscious on the slopes of the mountain. He was gravely injured, but we were able to nurse him back to health. At first, we were aware of him, but over many moons now, the soldiers of Heliodor have laid siege to our temple, but it seemed like they had nothing to fear. He's a man of honor. I'm not. Ethereal stone. You leave something out? I will take it. No, I got 15. Wow, only 3 go? I have a lot more than that. All the monks have gathered in High Hall to welcome the luminary to Angri-La. The day we've been waiting for finally has come. Well, not nearly all of us. I don't really know what the luminary is, or know it later. I'm one who breaks everything to take your money. Now, there's a face I haven't seen before. Tell me, are you the Prince of Thundercell? Yes, I thought as much. You remind me of my old friend. Your eyes are just like his. Yep. "20 minutes to go when the countdown begins." I'll probably be done exploring this and go through the cutscene, and then I'll probably be done. Message from the High Disciples of Angri-La. No doubt the events of recent days have come to shock, but I urge you, do not lose hope. Let us honor the memory of our fallen master by devoting ourselves wholly to our training. The wheel of time is always turning. with good karma, we may speed our soul's progression back to light. Whether one emerges for battle in triumph or defeat depends not on one's skill with the sword or one's magical might, but upon one's will to win. No matter how powerful one's opponent, one must clear one's mind of all doubt and devote oneself entirely to overcoming the challenge they present. This is the first teaching of Angela. We disciples train day after day to master this mindset. If one loses the will to win, he has already lost. Hey, Puff Puff Girl. Howdy, honey. What brings you here? Me, I'm moseying around, minding my own business when I found myself smack dab in the middle of a gang of red-eyed monsters fixing to eat me up. If it hadn't been for a couple of kindly disciples coming to rescue, I'd be torn to itty-bitty pieces. These fellows are strong, fast, and should have seen them wail at them varmints. Quick as get out. As I'll get out. Guess all the training really does pay off. You're not gonna give me Puff Puff? What? You're supposed to give me Puff Puff. Angela is home to a society of monks who spends their time in training and be extra strong and clever here. Yes, I knew it. You should go up to the field of discipline. That's the name of the famous training ground. The best sorcerer in history trained there, you know. Tourist pamphlet. Girl about the town. Poetry ballad. Say your day at the lazy morning, relaxing by the water, and enjoy traditional breakfast of pancakes with coconut sauce, strong Valorian coffee. Then make your way to the beach where you can sun yourself while enjoying a good book, snacking on delicious tropical fruit. The sweet, juicy flavors of fresh Valorian produce simply can't be beaten. Once the day starts to cool, make your way to the casino and try your luck at the tables until it's time for dinner at the hotel. Hotel's world-class restaurant. The chef's special is out of this world. Finally, sit at the bar on the beachside terrace, sipping a cocktail and losing yourself in the stunning saffron sunset, or the bartenders are resting as your eyes. This is just one of the many ways to while away a day in delicate Puerto Valley. It sounds like an idea of fun. Then don't delay. Start planning your trip today. Don't go hungry. The local delicacy of Angela. Widely agreed that Angela's unique style of cooking grew out of the need to provide delicious nutrition for monks to perform their grueling training while still adhering to the strict vegetarian diet. Perhaps the temple's most famous dish is the legendary Bam Bam noodles, which are served only on special occasions. Claims that this is the most delicious food in all of the world are certainly not unfounded. The meal is said to symbolize the pride of anyone's achievement, and anyone capable of making the arduous mountain climb in order to taste them firsthand has every reason to be pleased with themselves. Here in the Temple of Angela, disciples undergo the most arduous training imaginable in order to draw out their latent spiritual power. Before the mountain path was barricaded by the Hadorian army, would-be heroes would come here from all over Erdrea. in order to train. Welcome, Luminary. We've been waiting you for many years. One of us especially are going to meet you, but alas, pray, speak with His Holiness, He will tell you more. Luminary finally arrived. What an auspicious day this is. I must prepare a banquet to celebrate. Light the fires, prepare the post. I just saw a load of disciples racing into the high temple. His Holiness must have summoned them. So excited before. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, they're there to meet me, dude. They're there to meet me. Welcome, Luminary. This is the High Hall of Erdrea. His Holiness awaits you within.
I welcome you once again to Erdrea, honored Luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner? It is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the Age of Heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth. Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang. Sadly, that was not to be.
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here. What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the World Tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
A noble sacrifice indeed.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
For months, Heliodor laid siege to his temple, accused of harboring the Darkspawn. All this despite our ancient alliance with Dundrasil, the nation was once our closest ally. No doubt their forces would have been storming the gates long ago were it not for their fear of the Grandmaster. Pang's powers were enough to hold an entire army at bay. Sob. Forgive me, it was a pleasure to meet you at last, Luminary. I only wish Grandmaster Pang could have shared destroyed. Grandmaster had awaited your coming more eagerly than any other. If only our beloved leader had not been taken from us. Luminary, you're all grown up. When the Lord Shadow sent the world tree crashing to the ground, Grandmaster Pang summoned a mighty magical mandala to help keep the temple safe from harm. But the execution was too great. The master did not return. A life was given to save those of we disciples. We must make sure we put them to good use. It is my honor to serve as chief instructor of the temple. If Dundersill had not fallen, I would have trained you as a child according to the instructions of Grandmaster Pang. No doubt you are eager to undertake the training that is your birthright. But first, pray, speak with His Holiness. He awaits you by the entrance of the field of discipline which stands behind the temple. Oh, there's some stuff up there I'm going to have to go take. Beyond this tunnel, as it feels this, many would-be warriors have entered the sacred training area, their bodies and their minds. Now, the luminary, it's your turn. Fear not, traveler. I plan to put my training to good use and protect all those who seek shelter from their danger. If the worst should come to pass, I shall lay my life on the line. My steady physique shall shield. Shall shield this temple from attack. Wow, I just lost it. You say ahead of time? Let me out. Welcome, Prince of Dundersill, the field of discipline, where your ancestors trained to become mighty warriors and wise rulers. The High Lumina awaits within for you.
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline, where students of Angri-La strive for enlightenment. Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history, and of the luminary of legend himself, Erdwin. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then. The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization. But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his fate forever.
Who was this person?
Another of Ai Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant. Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends. When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed. Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now, allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me.
We two sworn companions, Erdwin and Morkant, we hereby pledge to lay low the Dark One, though it cost our very lives. May this pact stand from now until eternity. Mortigan.
Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you. I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times. The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time. The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it. Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honored if you would join us. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
That night, the High Lama holds a banquet for Goldenfur's honor. Long-suffering disciples are overjoyed at the evening's respite from their training and eat, drink, and dance till the early hours. Then morning comes.
Awake at last, It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
Book. The Sutra of Shangri-La. The Master teaches that man is the world is man. Devote oneself to good deeds and serve the world, and bring goodness into the world to protect it. The Master teaches that through suffering we learn ease, that through sadness we learn joy, to love mankind, and thereby the world is our duty. Man is the world, goodness serves the world. Learn good things from bad, and thereby love the world. These are the wisdoms of Angkor-La, realm beyond the clouds. These are the precepts which by we live. On the nature of the Naughty Stick. Grandmaster Angkor-La wielded a mighty weapon whose name echoes through the ages. I speak not of the wave-cutter scimitar, nor the staff of thorn clouds. No, I speak of the Naughty Stick. The orange is a legendary tool of instruction can be traced back to the very founding of Angkor-La. It said that the stick itself chose the very first Grandmaster. Some believe that it was carved from the branch of Yggdrasil, that even a dragon could not break it, though it tried with all its might. Of course, it's the best known for its use of punishment among young monks for lapses of focus. The pain inflicts is rumored to be severe, that acolytes fear their very souls have been spanked from their bodies. Anything over here? Nope. Well, we have officially come to the end of our Extra Life marathon. I'm going to go to a save location. Good morning, Luminary. Did you enjoy last night's banquet? With the Grandmaster gone, there's little leaving your lock and offer to you part of hospitality. Please leave for your rest here as long as you like. Hello, how did you enjoy the party last? Our butter tea is the best in all Erdrea, don't you think? Ah, Luminary, I trust that you slept last night. His Holiness awaits you outside. It seems he's keen to wish you luck on the next stage of your journey. He has said, indeed, to speak with you alone, but I hear raised voices coming from the other side of the door. What could have happened up there, I wonder?
And the hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed. This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you. We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
The path to the top of Mount lies to the east. Yes, the temple, be very wary. There are some fearsome monsters laying in wait there. Why would a hermit head to the top of the mountain alone? Does he not know that it is infested with monsters driven into frenzy by the Lord of Shadows? So you just go up there alone. Well, time to save. Right here. Give me a quest. One of the ones I'm trying to intervene. First, perhaps it's teaching what you experience your training yourself. Involves defeating a mighty monster using a certain power. Death Dance. I would slay one of the boreal serpents that haunt the paths during the day and hide themselves at night. They are fearsome foes indeed. Not only that, use blaze of glory before felling the fiend. All right. Hey, thank you all for joining me, being a part of my live stream this year. It was good. I'm at $600 raised thus far, I think, or is it $595? Anyway, head out, go to www.extra-life.org/participant/Sean Jennings. That's ShaunJennings. It will be linked in the description of all of the videos. You have until December 31st to donate. Please do. Children of Arkansas need your help, and that's what we do. We're raising money for them to make them feel better and to get the help that they need. So, anyway, with that, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.